building on whatever business you want to do, and the business will grow, and you'll be able to come out of this economic disempowerment, so that we don't all the time keep crying, oh, my employer is mistreating me. If the employer is mistreating you, just quit. We are going to fight to ensure that your employer does not mistreat you. But in circumstances where we have not reached you, we are unable to help you. Maybe because we are still far, maybe because you are many and our capacity is limited, we are not with you there. You don't continue serving under conditions of slavery. You can be able to quit that employment and do something for yourself. We represent people who are working, but you don't want to keep people in employment under circumstances that are not good. We do not condone abuse of labor rights in the workplaces. We reject any form of abuse of labor rights in the workplaces. But let us also be able to be people who are able to say no in circumstances where we are being subjected to inhuman working conditions. Let's not just remain there and at all times following even instructions that you know really are really dehumanizing you. Because you have nothing to do, you continue serving there. And employers are bragging. These Ugandans, they have nothing to do. Whatever you offer them, they will do. You see that kind of insult? Because we ourselves are not planning for ourselves, people are taking advantage of us. No. This time round, wherever you are, don't despise yourselves. Let us be able to also set certain standards, so that if the employer is trying to oppress you, don't be so helpless. At least be in a position of saying, no, this one I'm not going to do. This one I am not going to do. Don't wait for Wanzusi and maybe a few others who are making noise around to come. If they don't come, what then happens to you? We are so many people. At what stage will I reach all of you? It is not going to be possible that I'm going to reach all of you. It is not going to be possible that trade unions, wherever we are, because we also have limited capacities to be able to deliver services as required. We want to be everywhere, but we are limited. When shall we be there? When we are not there, what then happens? At least defend yourself as you wait for us to come. But one way through which you can be able to defend yourself is not to be desperate. Don't go into employment when you are so desperate. Yes, you can start from there, you are desperate, all right. But let that not be your lifestyle. That you are going to be desperate every day. You are desperate every day. Every day you are complaining about certain situations. Isn't it important that you also know very well that I have a duty myself to work towards getting out of this state? Even as we are also telling the employers to stop abuse of labor rights, to stop mistreatment of our people. Some of them who have dragged them to court. Some of them who are battling with them in different platforms to be able to see how we can help our people get social and economic justice. But the people themselves must be people who help themselves. Don't be there. If when we are not there, then you start lamenting and blaming everybody around you. Remember, at the end of it, social and economic empowerment is your responsibility. It may not be that it's not going to be the responsibility of government. If you sit there waiting that, oh, government is going to help me to be economically empowered, my friend, without your effort, no government will give you economic empowerment. I am aware there are people who say, now government for us, we voted for you, now this money, parish development model, now here. These are all things which are a means to offer a certain support, which can only contribute maybe even up to only 5% of your success. They may contribute even less than 5% of your success. The remaining part is 95% is yours. You must be able to put certain things in place to ensure that even when they give you a small push, you are able to move at least up to a particular level. So we want to look at employment income as important, but employment income not as the end, but as the means towards where we are supposed to finally go. Actually, everybody should have their own investment. And this aspect of depending on employers, depending on employers and lamenting all the time. Oh, the employer, the employer, the employer, the employer. Time should come when you just quit the job, leave the job, go and run your own affairs. Isn't that important? If you are running your own affairs, you are making your own money, you are independent, you determine how many hours you must work. Isn't that a good life? Isn't it better than you remaining in employment somewhere you are given just 300,000, 200, 500,000, which is not even enough to enable you meet your basic needs in life? Please, I am challenging all of you members that we must move towards doing business income. We can still work, but we must also do business income. There is business for us to do. In this country, there is enough business for everybody to do. You don't necessarily need to open a shop and say, now because I have a shop, therefore I am doing business. There are so many businesses. You can't come to our offices. Let us be able to discuss. At least we have had an opportunity to develop business ideas that we can be able to discuss with you. We are promoting the rights of the working people in Uganda. But also, we want the workers also to consider going into starting their own business. That is one thing we want to do. How to do it? Please come over and we will be able to discuss. In years to come, we don't want to have a workforce that is purely talking about labor rights at the workplace and being mistreated and doing this and this not being done. That also must come towards an end. Thank you very much for listening to me. I look forward to meeting you at our offices for the advancement of this conversation. Thank you very much.